the chance to do what he wants to do, I have my doubts.
If the US president, whoever it's going to be, isn't sucked into this little plan, what will that mean for Al-Qaida?
If they are sucked in
no, if the American president says, I'm not going to Algeria, I'm not getting involved.
I would say it's impossible, because this means defeat, complete defeat, meaning lifting the white flag. You cannot imagine the world power with 40,000 nuclear warheads and 2 million soldiers and GDP going into the tens of trillions, suddenly being defeated by some barefoot Alqaida and backward Taliban, bearded Taliban. That's not acceptable. Even Obama will not be able. All what he'll do, it will do it gradually and staged, like Kennedy and like Clinton. Clinton was against the occupation, the war against Iraq, the first war. And he said that in his election that he will end the sanctions, etc. Then when he came, he could not, and he could not develop neither the taste nor the action.
But
and got deeper and deeper and deeper, and the situation developed further.
Anyone switching onto this programme will be quite shocked by what you've all got to say, because a lot of attention has been focused on Iran at the moment. Iran is seen as a potential new front for the Americans to start military action. Pakistan, where there's an underground war unfolding there. Nobody's really looking at Algeria in this way.
For the time being, Algeria will be on the reserve. I don't think they will get involved stage by stage by increasing support for the intelligence services, etc. Because the Algerian intelligence is vicious enough and capable enough to do the job, provided they get money. So they will be giving resources and money and support. They will not be sending the B-52 yet. Maybe the immediate action will be in Afghanistan, in Pakistan. That which looks the most immediate, and there's a very well and great possibility that they will blunder again and try to enforce, because they know what kind of person is Zardari. One of my Pakistani friends commented on Musharraf out, said the dog is out, the pig is in, so they know which guy they have there. So they know that very well, and they think they will get away with it, like they thought in Afghanistan, like they thought in Iraq. It's the same thought. We are the greatest world power with the biggest muscle, but we did not apply our muscles sufficiently strong. We have to do it this time stronger, and we will succeed. And the stronger they do it, the less they succeed, and the more they will fail. And that's the problem. But they will not listen. They say these are few deranged Muslims. This lady is a deranged Muslim with their head cover, and these guys, even if they are shaved, they are still secret Al-Qaeda. And don't listen to them. Listen to the bombs and the B-52 we're going to enforce it. That's what they think and believe. That's the way their blood flows, and they will not get out of that until they are completely defeated. And that's what will happen. But it will take a lot of effort and time. They will be out.
Well, if any lawyers are watching from Musharraf or Zardari, please send your writs to Dr. Mohammed Al-Masri and not me at the agenda.
I'd like just to add on one point. In fact, what we have seen some of your question person in Edward saying about oil. In fact, it's true. I mean, the oil is a very important factor in what's happening in Algeria. And now we have seen president of superpower going to Algeria as arm dealer. They are selling their arms, and we have seen what's his name, the French president Sarkozy going to Algeria just to sign contract with 6-7 billion to sell submarines and to sell plane fighters and so. And we have seen recently Miss Rice also in Algeria. In fact, by the way, they have signed contract, a very important contract, which we'll hear about it probably in the next few weeks, on selling huge arms, new technologies to Algeria. And they are building a base, an American base in Algeria. Many people don't know about it. It's an area called Ahrir. It's an area, it's on the border between Libya, Niger, and Algeria, but it's within Algerian border. So you're saying
this is an American base by stealth?
Absolutely. It's there. But what they want more. They want something given on the Mediterranean, because they want something on the Mediterranean. They want the Ofcom, or what is called, I think it's the Ofcom.
Ofcom, yeah.
Yeah, Ofcom to be in Algeria in the beginning, but now they are searching also if they can get it in America or in Tunisia, in Morocco or in in Tunisia. But what they want Al Mars Al Kabir. They want a place in the West Algeria, and they want to have a big base for the American commander there, for the OFCOM. What's going on? We can see, yeah, I mean, there is a lot of focus and huge focus on Iran for the moment, on Iraq, on Afghanistan, because everything is getting from bad to worse. But in Algeria, in fact, there is also huge work done particularly by the secret services, by the different American secret services there. Not only in Algeria, but on the whole Sahel area, starting from Somalia, finishing with the Mauritania Ocean. This is the weakest link. And this is the second Gulf. This is extremely rich area. There is oil, there is gas, there is uranium, there is there's everything. I mean, the next Gulf is that area, and there is a huge fight between the superpower, China, Europe, particularly France and UK. The biggest investor, for example, in Algeria is British Petroleum. With already they have invested 6 billion pound, and probably they are going up to 20 billion pounds in the next 10 years. Therefore, there is this huge battle for these resources, and the resources is very important. The oil is very important. Gas, Algeria is the 5th exporter of the gas and the 4th producer of the gas in the world. And the gas is extremely important, as you know, and the oil also, Algeria is number 10 or 11 as exporter. Therefore, there is this huge fight between Chinese, Russian, European, American, and we have inside this fight between superpower, other fight inside, and so if you want SIP fight, and this we have the Algerian regime, we have the Alqaida JSPC, and we have all this mess, and it's going to be very, very messy there. Very, very messy, particularly if the Americans are dragged, and they will be trapped there.
And this, just a small comment, the first time I hear about this base, if it is in the corner between Chad and Niger,
Libya, Niger, and Algeria,
and near to that corner, then keep that in mind just for us. In the case that we are not around, maybe down the road few years or decades,
well,
there may be an American DNB, a few Bruin.
We've certainly had quite a few revelations in today's agenda.
Watch Chad and Niger carefully.
And you heard it on the agenda first.
Watch carefully Niger and Chad. Watch that very carefully.
Niger and Chad. Yeah. It sounds like another show. Well, I know today's debate will certainly trigger lots of discussion, not least because Osama bin Laden might be in Algeria. But before we go off air, here's Lauren to tell you what to do and how to give your opinions to a wider audience.
Hello, it's me again, here to tell you how to get your views heard on the agenda. You can call us on 020-8728-6499. That's +44 208-728-6499 for international callers. If you're on the net, you can look us up on Facebook or MySpace, or email us on theagenda@presstv.com. That's theagenda@presstv.com. After our program on Pakistan, agenda viewer Watanyar says he wants to see more coverage on the plight of people living in his tribal district. He says the media should focus attention on the Karam agency, where he believes people are suffering at the hands of local and foreign Taliban fighters. He wrote, "There's acute shortage of food and medicine, but the government of Pakistan is doing nothing. These people have no ally and voice. Their only fault is that they don't follow the fanatic Taliban ideology." And Afrid Ahmed wants to know what proof U.S. forces had of militants hiding in Marine Shah when they barged in. He asks, what strategy would McCain and Palin follow in Pakistan regarding it to be the next frontier for the U.S. in the war on terror? Meanwhile, Paul Salahuddin Armstrong wants to draw attention to his Facebook group called Stop Russia. He says he believes Georgia is now a victim of a brutal aggression initiated by Russia and describes the Georgian army as one of the best in the world. He goes on to say the group is not against Russian people. If you've missed a show or wish to watch one again, you can in our archive section. Just type in www.presstv.com, click on the programs icon, scroll down, click on the agenda icon, and there's a whole archive of shows to watch in your own time. That's all for me this week. See you next time.
Well, finally, a big thank you to today's panel, and we'll see you all soon on the next agenda.
I'm George Galloway. I'll be bringing you a program called Comment. It's the big conversation, it's the great debate. Looking for your telephone calls, your emails, your SMSs. Make sure your email, your SMS